Hey y'all, I got a hot take. I think all the sisters was wrong, to be honest with you. All the sisters showed their complete ass at that table, and I'm going to break it down for you. Number one, Tamar. I don't care what y'all say. Tamar was wrong as fuck for having her niece come on her podcast, period. It looked very messy and opportunistic. Tamar already knew how her family felt about the niece being on her podcast. That's why Tony suggested that they discuss the whole situation as a family on their show so that it doesn't look messy, because nobody was there when the allegations or whatever happened. So you need to be a neutral party. You can support your niece from the outside, but you having her on your podcast, messy as hell. If the niece wanted to share her story, she could have did it on other platforms. There are so many podcasts that she could have gone on to tell her story, and Tamar could have been supportive from the sidelines. Her getting involved is messy. Number two, if you're going to bring up the cease and desist situation, then you needed to have the damn brother at the table, because that is his daughter. I'm pretty sure he's the one who sent it, so he's the one that you should have been yelling and screaming about, trying to shut down your business. Knowing about it and doing it are two different things. And the fact that you're sitting across the table yelling at your sisters about because they allegedly knew something is crazy. If you want to talk about the cease and desist and you're upset about it, then bring the whole family. Bring the brother. Bring Mama E. But the fact that you're going to sit across the table and yell at your sisters because they allegedly knew about it is crazy work. Now let's move on to Tawanda. Tawanda, you lame as hell. How you going to send your sister an invite to your wedding, talking about she's going to be your maid of honor and all this and that? She sends you a video, you don't even respond to her. Then you get caught in a big ass lie trying to make yourself out to be a victim. You've been selling your sister credit card for the past 4 years. And instead of you just being a woman and being like, shit, say I apologize, my bad, or whatever, you gonna bring up something from 30 years ago? Are you being serious? Whether Tamar did or didn't do it, what the hell does that have to do with you having your sister pay your phone bill for 4 years? Then to add insult to injury, you're going to suggest to Tony that she press charges on her sister? Are you being serious? Press charges on your own family. That's wild as hell. Why you didn't keep that same energy for Gabe's old sexually harassing ass? Why you didn't get that same suggestion to Trina when Gabe's weird ass was still living? Then what really pissed me off about you is you sit there and you weaponize Tamar's mental health challenges. You and Tony. I'm going to get to Tony. But you are the one who kicked it off. You don't talk to sick people, right? But you sure accepted $50,000 from a sick person. You sure accepted that money, but you don't talk to sick people? All right. Yeah, I'm done with your ass. And I hope Tamar done with your ass too, because you wrong as hell. I wouldn't have been at that tacky ass wedding neither. Anyway, moving on to Tony. Yeah, moving on to Tony with your gaslighting ass. You brought up all this bullshit about your publicist helping and all sorts of stuff. Oh, I didn't help you. Girl, bye. What the hell does that have to do with the tea in China? You know damn well that you and Tamar had that conversation. Then you're going to sit there and try to make Tamar, out to be a liar. And then in your confessional, you're going to actually tell the truth about the conversation. Girl, bye. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Tony Braxton, Tony Michelle, whoever she want to name herself this week, was wrong as hell for jumping in Tamar's face, period. Tamar definitely shouldn't have said what she said about Birdman, because that was inappropriate. That was out of pocket. But baby, the way that you jumped up from that table when she said it, told me all I needed to know. But Tamar didn't look any better anyway because her ass was up there on the versus stage twerking and wiping the sweat from his brow. Inappropriate as hell. I don't like sisters fighting, but if Tamar would have bopped Tony across the head, it would have been what it was. Because she shouldn't have jumped in her face, period. Now we about to get to Trina. Trina, I'm about to tug on your wig just like Tamar. You sat there quiet that whole time and watched all the bullshit go down and didn't say nothing. Then all of a sudden when Tony gets in Tamar's face, all of a sudden you want to be the hero. You want to be the savior. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that you deserve to get your wig tugged on and being kicked, because that should have been reserved for Tony for getting in Tamar's face. But, baby, you should have stayed out of it. In this instance, see, this is when we needed Tracy, because Tracy would have cussed both their asses out. You and Tawanda, both of y'all act like too much of a fan to me. Y'all should have cussed Tony's ass out, because she was wrong. And Trina, let's be clear. You did touch her. No, you wasn't trying to hurt her, but you did touch her. And you know, in the heat of the moment and everything going on, that, you know, things escalate and you got involved, my baby. Baby, you should have been defending your niece the way that you defending Tony, okay? This scene and episode was a hot ass mess. And my question still is, where's the brother? Where is the brother? Let me tell y'all something. I have been a fan since season 1 of Braxton Family Values, but this needs to be the final season. They need to wrap it up. Wrap it the hell up. Rest in peace to Tracy Braxton, my favorite Braxton sister. Okay? This last episode was very hard to watch. And I know my girl Tracy was turning over in her grave, watching her sisters act the fool the way that they did at that damn table. Please wrap it up, y'all, and let this be the final season. All right, y'all, that was my hot take.